Hello, this is Carrie again, and in this video I will be reviewing the Global Art pencil case. So let's get started. So this is the Global Arts pencil case. They come in a number of variety, holding pencils that they say are 24 pencils, 48 and 120 for the canvas, and the leather they say it's 24, 48, 72, 98, and 120. That's how many pencils they say it holds. So this is what it is. The construction is actually quite nice. This is a really thick, well-made canvas. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. You can see the well-made canvas that is here, and they do have these lovely little snaps that I actually quite enjoy. These snaps help make sure that it stays zippered, so if they're in a bag, like a travel bag where you're going to be doing a lot of moving, this keeps the zippers from opening while you're traveling. So that's really quite a nice feature, actually. And then you can open these zippers one at a time or two together, so you don't have to have both of them open. And the way that it works is there are these loops, and the loops are intended to hold 4 pencils, but realistically it's quite tightly sewn in here, which is good because you don't want them moving around, but it also means that it's going to hold less pencils than it says it is. So these loops are made to have 4 pencils in each individual loops. In reality, you're putting 2 or 3 pencils in these loops. Anyway, so this is the one that is supposedly for 48 pencils, and you can see I got nowhere near 48 pencils. What I actually got when I got these relatively thin pencils was I got 36 pencils in here. Let me show you the size difference of the 2 pencils so you can see why for one pencil you're able to put in 3, and then for the other one you're only able to put in 2. So you can see the size difference between these 2 pencils. So that's why I say that it's not really going to hold as many as they said it would, which is, you know, so this is a luminance. That's Bella coming in and going out, I guess. I don't know if she might be in a mood. Anyway, so there's this. Okay, so the pencils are like this. So you can, you know, I don't even know if you would be able to fit 4 Crayolas like this. I think it really would be 3 for just about, between 2 and 3 for just about any pencil brand. Unless you had an exceptionally thin set of pencils, you might be able to get 4 in here. But realistically, I don't think that that's going to be something that you should count on. So for the Polychromos, again, you can comfortably get 3 in here. And when you first get this is extremely tight when this first arrives. So what I did is I just put like a die in here, like literally, like, you know, you play dice, like a die from a game or something, and I just put it in here and I let it sit for a few minutes, and that allowed it to be stretched enough that I could comfortably fit in 3 pencils. Anyway, so I did travel with this, and I did take it out, and I'm gonna pause right now and the camera will show you too when I took it out. Okay, I'm at Starbucks again, so don't mind the mess, but I wanted to show you the 2 different travel cases. This is the Derwent one, which has a spot for 6 pencils, and then, but they can move around, like if you know. So this is not as sturdy, but it is smaller and easier to carry. I'm sorry, room for 12 pencils. So it's not as sturdy, but it is easier to carry. And then this is supposedly for 48 pencils. This is the Global Arts one, but it doesn't hold 48. At most, it holds 36 pencils, and that's only if they're really tightly squeezed. So I'm not sure how they're allowed to say this for 48, but it is here. This is no way going to fit into my small purse. I mean, this is about the size of my small purse, so I have to bring my big purse if I want to take this out. And there's also no room here for an eraser, and for something that big, I don't know. I guess I understand, but you know, it still sucks because I forgot my eraser and my sharpener. But anyway, I just want to show you guys this. So, like I was saying in that clip that you guys saw, it really does hold a maximum of 36 pencils, and I created this really handy sort of chart to show you how many it holds. and how many I think you can comfortably fit in there so that you can make, you know, more informed decisions. So for 120, you know, you can get anywhere from 60 to 90 pencils comfortably. I think if you want to, you can really tightly squeeze in additional pencils, but I don't know, for me, I would rather not take that risk. So let's see, for 24, you would get between 12 and 18. For 48, between 24 and 36. That's the set that I have. And for 120, you would get between 60 and 90, and then it goes from there. And you guys can just pause the screen and see this here for the leather ones. And also the leather ones, I think, are a little bit more expensive, but not as much more as I would have guessed, you know. So like for Amazon had the 120, had the canvas for between 25 and 35, and it had the leather from between $30 and $40 for 120. So, you know, so that's just to give you a sense of the price on these. All right, so let's get back to the case itself. So the way that it works for the larger sizes is, instead of having more fold out books like this, it goes longer this way, so you have a much bigger case, you know. So as you saw in the clip, the space usage here is not the best, but it does, you know, it does protect your pencils, which is the number one priority. So if you get something for the 120 pencils, it's not going to be something that's going to be all that easy to travel with. Even this, as you saw, was pretty big. So that's something else to keep in mind, that, you know, especially those larger sets are going to be really something that you use at home, basically to protect your pencils if you're uncomfortable with the case that your pencil came in. So for my Polychromos and my Luminance, except for in that video that you saw where I took it out to travel and to test this out and to see how it travels, I'm just going to keep them in the tin that they came in, because the tin that they came in is relatively sturdy. But for other pencils, especially your Crayolas, or even if you just don't like the tins, like I know some people just don't like them, this is definitely a viable option. But the main thing to keep in mind is that, you know, this is well made, and this is, it does work really nicely if you keep into account that it's not going to hold as many pencils as they say it is. And then when you first get it, it's really important for you to do something to stretch this out, because this really was not this stretchy when I first got it. When I first got it, it was really tight. And I know that some people have complained about that, with these, in terms of how tight this is sewn in. So hopefully with a little bit of stretching, you will be able to get maximum amount of use out of this. So I think that's about it. I mean, you know, they do have this. I believe that these are made in China, but you know, it might have said in the original packaging. The original packaging was literally just like a little plastic sheet over it. But let me see if it says here, but I'm pretty sure these are made in China. So there's that. So if that's something that is an issue for you, that's something to keep in mind. And like I said, there is a leather version and a canvas version. So there's that. And I think that's about it. So that's about it. So let me know if you guys like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share it, and subscribe if you are not yet a subscriber. As well, I always want to thank the patrons over on Patreon for helping to make videos like these possible, and to help this channel get bigger and better, you know, with every month. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.